Good morning, you're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Neha Khanna, and joining me on the big story of the day, election results to be announced in Maharashtra and Haryana. For the very latest on that, my colleagues Saurabh Gupta and Ketki Angre joining me from Mumbai. We'll go across to them in just a bit. Well, it's a big day for Maharashtra and Haryana. Counting of votes for the assembly polls in the two states begins approximately 2 hours from now. There is a lot at stake here for the big players in what is clearly a multi-cornered contest. Most significantly, these polls are being seen as Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first big test since the BJP's humongous victory and decisive mandate in the Lok Sabha polls. Well, the BJP is certainly banking heavily on Mr. Modi's popularity and charisma. He was the face of the party's campaign in both the states, with no chief ministerial candidate being projected. So the big question on everybody's mind is the Modi magic going to win Maharashtra and Haryana for the BJP? Counting of votes for the 288-member Maharashtra Assembly and 90-member Haryana Assembly starts at 8 a.m. Haryana recorded its highest ever turnout of 76.5%, while Maharashtra recorded a voting percentage of 63%. Exit polls have projected that the BJP will emerge as the largest party in both Maharashtra and Haryana, perhaps stopping short of a majority. All right, let's now go straight across to our reporters who fanned out across Maharashtra. Let me first go to Saurabh Gupta, who joins us from the BJP office in Mumbai. Saurabh, as we've been saying, a lot riding on this election for the BJP. This is Prime Minister Modi's first big test. No chief ministerial candidate projected. He was the face of the party, and therefore the BJP really needs to win this one. But all exit polls except one say that while the BJP is expected to emerge as the single largest party, it may not have a majority in the end. What really is the party thinking at the moment? How confident are they of actually being able to form the government on their own?
Well, Neha, if I can just show you the pictures behind me, that will give you an idea of what exactly the BJP is thinking. It seems Diwali has arrived early for the BJP. The entire office lit up with paper lanterns, and you can see the mood here, of course, already ecstatic even before counting has begun. The BJP seems to be confident of Purna Bahumat, or majority. That is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who addressed 27 rallies in the state, has been actually advocating for his party, saying that please do not give Maharashtra a government that will have to depend on coalition partners. He said it at multiple rallies, but the BJP seems to be in an ecstatic mood. At least that's what we're getting from the lights that have been put up here at the party office. It's early morning. Counting has not even begun, but here you can see the mood at the at the BJP office. I beg your pardon. The BJP office bearers say that they are confident of getting a majority, but also the fact that Prime Minister Modi led the campaign. There was no face projected at the time of the campaign, but now it seems that there has been consensus on who could be the next chief minister from the BJP if the BJP gets an absolute majority. That question, of course, seems to have been answered. Devendra Fadnavis, the man from Nagpur, seems to be the man who will take over the reins of Maharashtra if the BJP gets an absolute majority. If it becomes the single largest party, like what most exit polls have predicted, then also Devendra Fadnavis stands a chance of becoming the next chief minister of Maharashtra. But that will all depend once the results start coming in a few hours from now, once we know who actually has the numbers. But at the moment, you can see here at the BJP office, the mood already ecstatic. Diwali early celebrations for the BJP here, anticipating a verdict in their favor from a historic election in Maharashtra, which has seen a five-cornered contest where every alliance came apart just before the elections, with 2 weeks to go. And then, of course, Maharashtra went and voted. 64%, fairly good turnout by the standards that Maharashtra sees. And even Mumbai, a marginal increase in turnout. So clearly, the 36 seats in Mumbai, the focus, of course, again, the Karad seat, where former Chief Minister Prithviraj Chavan is fighting a tough battle, and also across Marathwada, and of course Vidarbha, which is where the question of a separate state is being discussed. All of those issues have been put before the electorate. The electorate has voted, In a few hours from now, we'll know the results. The BJP seems to be anticipating that the result will be in their favor.
Right, BJP is certainly hoping that they will be able to celebrate Diwali early and will have a decisive win in these elections. But as you mentioned there, Saurabh, this is really an election in Maharashtra unlike any other. It is wide open. On the eve of the elections, you had two major alliances coming to an end. You have the Congress, the NCP, the BJP, the Shiv Sena and the MNS all going their separate ways. So really a five-cornered contest, something that Maharashtra has not seen in a very, very long time. Saurabh, stay with us. We will come back to you in just a bit. Let me now go across to Ketki Angre, who joins us from Matoshri. Of course, Ketki, Shiv Sena being a very significant player in this poll, even though we saw them having a very bitter parting of ways with the BJP on the eve of the election. Many believed it was really over the issue of who was going to be Chief Minister. But after polling in the state, we saw perhaps some kind of a softening of stance on part of the Shiv Sena, at least going by their editorial in Samna. Many felt that the party was making conciliatory gestures towards the BJP. So what is really the thinking in the Shiv Sena at the moment? If the BJP is short of a majority, is the Shiv Sena open to joining hands with its former ally?
Well, the Shiv Sena is still in as an alliance partner at the centre, and Anand Gite, the only union minister from the Shiv Sena, has still not pulled out. That in itself, the Shiv Sena is giving a hint that all is not yet over between the BJP and the Shiv Sena. And of course, the Shiv Sena after the elections does realise that the BJP looks better poised, at least going by exit polls. So yes, there was a remarkable difference in the way the editorial was worded as well. Throughout the entire campaign, the Shiv Sena has not minced its words when it's come to the BJP or including Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And the BJP has been at the receiving end from the Shiv Sena as far as criticism goes. But the BJP has not really retorted in any way. The Shiv Sena finally changing that stance only after the elections, saying that, well, you know, all that was in the heat and spirit of the elections. There is no bitterness now. So in a sense, the Shiv Sena is certainly keeping, a door open with the BJP, knowing fully well that the exit polls do give the BJP an advantage. But for the Shiv Sena, it's going to be an extremely crucial election result, especially since really it is a battle for survival. This party, even with as an alliance partner of the BJP, as a part of the NDA, has been out of power for 15 years, and this is a chance that they did see. Many also said if the alliance did continue, there was no question of whether this alliance would win or not. It was a given that the NDA would have won. Now that the alliances have split, the Shiv Sena certainly has a lot more at stake than the BJP, and this is a regional party, so it needs to grow in the state. The BJP has other states that are already rules. The Shiv Sena is not in power anywhere else except the BMC in Mumbai, which is the richest municipal body. So all these calculations will certainly be at the back of the mind for the Shiv Sena, especially as those results start coming in 8 a.m. onwards. Neha?